Hello everybody and welcome back to my true crime channel. I hope you're all well and having a good day. Today I want to talk about missing 5-year-old girl Summer Wells and what one of her relatives thinks really happened to her. So good news, this week Chris from the interview room has had his channel reinstated. I was really pleased to see that, so that's good news, that's positive news. And on that subject, Chris did his first video, and on that video, Don's stepsister, Mary, appeared. She gave an interview to Chris, and interestingly, she gave a new theory that her and her husband have come up with about what happened to Summer, and that is very shocking and disturbingly that Summer was trafficked from Don's shed. So obviously, this is just what Mary thinks, guys. I have no evidence that it's true, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is true. I have always thought that there was an accident that was covered up, but I am now coming round to the fact that maybe Summer was trafficked, and not only that, I have thought for a long time now that there's something very dodgy and very suspicious about Don Wells' shed, because when Chris interviewed Candace on the property on their land, he asked to look in that shed, and at first Candace cagedly said yes. And then when Chris started to walk towards the shed, weirdly, Candace then changed her mind and said that the boys weren't even allowed to go in there. Don's tools were in there, it was quite dangerous, and Chris better not go in. Bear in mind, Chris is a full-grown adult, probably about a similar age to Don. Why could Chris not look in there? Very suspicious. A lot of people thought Don was hiding in the shed. Whether he was or not, I don't know. But I've always thought since then that there's something very off with that shed. And bear in mind, guys, that when Don Wells gets home after learning that his 5-year-old daughter Summer's missing, where does Don go first? Does he look in the house or the surrounding woods for his daughter? No, Don goes straight to his dodgy shed. I've always found that a massive red flag. In fact, I've got it here. That's a huge red flag for you, Don. Why did you need to go to your shed? It makes no sense. Was Summer trafficked from there? I really hope not, for Summer's sake. And if that's true, you lot are disgusting and you're a disgrace. So I've got to say, I'm very impressed by how brave a lot of Don Wells' family members have been to speak out and give your theories, even as dark as that theory is. It's very impressive to me that Mary plucked up the courage to say it, because it can't have been easy to think that that's what really happened to little Summer Wells. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only YouTuber out there that thinks there's something very off with Don's shed. I've thought it for ages. In fact, I've thought there's something very dodgy with that shed for at least a couple of months, ever since Candace did the interview with Chris, and ever since Don told Chris from the interview room that the first place that he went when he got home was that shed. Nothing about Summer's case adds up. When are we going to get the truth? It's nearly 4 months since that little girl went missing. It's only a couple of days and it will have been 4 months. It's so sad to think that she's not been found. Where is she? Her brothers are still in care. Her grandma still hasn't come back. Why do you think that is, guys? That should really tell us everything we need to know. I think it's obvious from the grandma's behaviour there's a problem with Don. I don't think they like each other. Don has alluded that he doesn't really get on with Candace's mother either. Something's definitely not right. So if you think back, guys, to that very first media interview that Don and Candace gave, Candace, the mother of Summer, said something along the lines of if she'd been there, nothing like that would have happened. So where was Candace? Did she go for a walk? Was she not on the property when Summer disappeared? And was Summer stolen or abducted or trafficked from that shed?
That's my baby, and nobody would ever treat her like that as long as I was around. Ever. I don't go on walks around here or runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the coyotes that are around here. Well, whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
Now, perhaps my theory of an accidental death isn't correct and I've always been wrong. It is what I've always felt, but perhaps it isn't the case. I've always thought that Candace saying that if she'd been there, nothing would have happened, or she wouldn't have let anything happen to Summer, very odd. At first, I thought maybe that was something she was saying to make herself look like a good mother, but is it that she wasn't there when Summer disappeared, and that statement is actually true? So let me know what you think, guys. Did you hear this interview with Mary? Apologies that I'm a couple of days late reporting on it. I have been having an extremely busy week, but I want to know your thoughts. Pop your comments below. Do you think Summer could have been trafficked? Do you think she was taken from that shed? And do you think that Mary's theory is plausible? I certainly do think it's plausible. I buy it, although I'm not saying it's definite that it's gospel, but it's certainly, to me, a plausible theory. Let's hope, guys, and let's pray that 5-year-old Summer Wells is going to be found soon. I really hope so. She's nearly been missing for 4 months. It's so sad to think that a 5-year-old girl that was so full of life just vanished and no one still knows where she is. Someone out there must know, and in my opinion, her parents do know. Well, I just want to say a huge thank you and a big thumbs up to all of my new members and all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Your support of my channel means the world to me. Also, I've had a lot of generous people making PayPal donations lately and buying me a coffee, although I'd rather rename it buying me a tea because I don't drink coffee. I'm really not a coffee fan, but I do love a good old cup of tea, as most Brits do. So thank you so much. Your generosity really does mean the world to me, and it really does help my channel. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you're all well. I hope you're taking care of one another. And as usual, I'm going to be back with you all very soon for another true crime video. Bye for now.